Okay, continuing. This is now number two of a series of three, maybe four. Okay, I'll try to make three videos. Okay, so the previous video, the place I left off was okay. I have a matrix, no vector in coordinate of, and that's domain, and then I have T, which is linear transform applied to my X, and then I like to write this one in terms of or I canonical basis, and then the relationship between two coordinates is given by linear transformation matrix A. Then I have another, I like to introduce another matrix D between and the same vector X, but in this case I get my domain vector X was represented by basis B rather than I. Here, same thing over here. After transformation of this X, I could have written this as Y, and then that is D. So, how are these two related? And that's the part that I like to introduce. The question or concern that we have here is that how do you write DNA? How D and A are related? Well, again, D and A are related by this. If I write answer, I mean the prior to our derivation. Okay, this is going to be our formula that you're going to memorize. I don't know whether you have seen this or not. And then, so, to prove that this is true, what is my next then? Okay, I'm going to, yes, wait, I know my X, this is actually this coordinate value. Then I'm going to, before I do that, I have to introduce C is the matrix of V1, V2, ... Vn. So if I introduce new matrix with change of basis matrix C, then I pre-multiply it with my coordinate of the second part. This is my C basis matrix. Then I'm going to get this, right? That's for input part, and my output part is going to be same change of matrix, change of basis matrix, which consists of V1, V2, Vn instead of V1, E2, and En, and that one we said I matrix, right? By the way, I used notation for I for basis as well as matrix, but I use B for basis and C for matrix for the basis. So there's a little confusion here. Then I used I for basis and matrix as well, but in my new derivation for this derivation purposes, I have B and C. And B is just a set, and C is just matrix. So again, C consists of an element of B set, which is basis, right? So so basically this is what I'm going to get. Here I have X I and then X Tx. So I'm missing again my vector notation here. I. If that was given as A, corresponding linear transformation matrix, then and if I have my X in terms of B, then I would have new different transformation D. So how A and D are related? in order to actually verify, or to actually show how this this made up of A, then I have to show how they are related, right, between these two. Because what I want to show you is that how would you transform this one to over here. In order to get that, we need to go, because I have to actually use this A, I have to introduce another transform between these two coordinate system and A, and I hope you see my mouse here. Yeah, A, and also this. Okay, I'm going to use yellow to actually get this as well. So if I hit red again, and then I'm going to have another one. So 1, 2, 3, those three concatenation of matrix or transform is going to be going to make a D, this D. So the okay, then how do I write this XB in terms of XI? Well, again, you have a vector X. This is simply a C matrix. The C comes from this basis, right? As I said in the previous screen, and times coordinate of this guy. Oops. So coordinate, which is a column vector, and pre-multiplied by this matrix gives you the column vector, which is, again, this is same as the original one over here. Okay, this is the same thing. Now, then how do you get this? Well, I'm trying to get this like a transformation going down from xi to xb. Then, of course, I can get this. If we pre-multiply, okay, what time is it? Okay, 7 minutes now. I have about 2-3 minutes. Then I can get C inverse x is equal to C inverse C and x bar b. I know this is identity, so it becomes x bar b. So I can write this x bar b equals, look at the x bar b equals C inverse is pre-multiplied. So I know that direction is C inverse. When C is, when C is what? The column vectors of those P bases. So we got what? The C inverse. We know how to get C, right? It's 8 minutes after. So again, it is clear that we get the same C inverse here. So the question is, how do you write transform between xb to txb? Then we have to go this and come down this way, right? And this upper arrow is C instead of C inverse. I get A following. So in other words, I have to pre-multiply A after C. Then I have to pre-multiply C inverse after A to get this. So in other words, summary, I have only 1 minute left. Yeah, I'll stop here, and then we'll come back, and then my third one will be very short. Thank you.